Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the game War in the Pacific, Admit Edition. This is my play by email match against AsuRob. He's allied commander for me, this Empire of Japan. This is now turn September 6, 42. Let's see if my carriers can find anything near Fiji. Airboat is damaged, must return to Japan, and of course this means cross the whole Pacific without sinking. I5 can escape. 169 is not able to hit it. Destroyer, what is of course a very hard task. So my Navy searcher is now of course battling the enemy cap, but I have no choice. I need first to find a target that I can attack. So I sweep here over Suva and no one is here. Now a second sweep over Suva and no one is here. Now my long range torpedoes are coming, torpedo bombers. And they're finding an enemy light cruiser. Good. Torpedo hit, some small Dutch AP. More Dutch APs. One more torpedo hit, second torpedo hit, but no explosion. So Nashville took 2 torpedo hits, heavy damage, but no fire so far. And 2 small APs with looks like no troops on board. So the Emilys are more or less scouting here for my carriers. And one more torpedo hit. Second, all very small ships. So Nashville is still here, heavy damage. And now you can see this cap. But luckily I can escape the cap. But I also never saw this before. What I saw is if there's a training mission intercepted. But there was no information that this is a training mission. So it looks like there's normal cap. I don't know exactly. That is a little strange, I must say. One more torpedo hit. And Nashville is going down. Okay, a light cruiser and a bunch of smaller craft. And I not even use any carrier for this. At least no effective. But I have more Emilys coming. So I concentrate all my Emilys in range to attack here Fiji together with the carriers to simply overwhelm the enemy. And I was lucky that my Emilys are not running an enemy cap today. It's very small APs. All very short range. So ground attacks. And now it's Catalina's attacking me. Unbelievable. 2 bomb hits. And there are troopers on board. No! Not allowed. Okay, these medium bombers are still running. Here's now my carrier strike. So these are now all cargo ships only on APs. So I got some, but looks all empty. At least no troopers. And here is now the enemy cap. Luckily I always have sweep and escort, so I can also use my escort fighters to do the job. No strike fighter was attacked. All Kates are here to attack now this cargo stuff. But it looks like a cargo convoy. So cargo, our little cargo. Ten of my escort fighters getting destroyed, but I also catch some of this enemy cap. But nothing super important, I would say. Still more ships going down. So, afternoon. Still some broken ships here. I mean, he's taking care of this. And I even hit a destroyer with a torpedo and get an instant kill. Nice. But the Catalinas are also coming back. They're taking other cargo. 2 more bomb hits. That is a smaller ship. Cannot handle this kind of damage so well. Naja. I not expected that he will run Catalinas on this kind of long range missions. But no second carrier strike. And here's my poor guy going down. This was the second cargo ship, I think the smaller one. Good, bombardment. Bombardment. This India division getting weaker and weaker, and I have now a full division in the hex. And I take the town once again. So only 2 British bases left here in the mountain area. Still a little damage equipment. A company attacking here the leftover base force equipment, and they are running again. There's simply nothing more left in this old very empty. You can see 10 units are retreating, but only 500 casualties. So they're all empty. Good. Successful long range torpedo bomber and carrier fleet cooperation. Only the sweep was not working the way normally it should be, but I don't know. It's okay. At the end, 18 to 22, so because I had a lot of my escorts getting damaged, and I also had here some Navy search destroyed or so on. Out of 22 airframes, 11 killed and 5 missing. 16. No, yeah, it's okay. More luckily is... Oh no, the fat cargo ship went down. The Lima class cargo ship. Oh, unlucky. Okay, but I was able to kill Nashville, a broken class light cruiser. So that is good. Also 1 Clemson class destroyer. A bunch of not so big cargo ships and maybe even more, but the only really important target was maybe Nashville and the destroyer. 1 or 2 better cargo ships maybe. Yeah. Still, I would say a successful operation simply by numbers. What numbers I have now? Of course, there's fog of war, but you can see that I roughly killed 5-to-1 kill ratio ships. Very similar to my kill ratio in air. Okay. In India, East Calcutta front line, the British are breaking. All breaking down. I come now once again source, try to take 10 quid, but it will take some time. I fall back to my two main positions and let's see how the allies react. And there's still more ships, let's say this. But I guess they're all very small. But there are 36 ships in port. Maybe I make a port strike. I could also make a port strike here. I don't know. But I must be careful because I cannot stay here for too long. Not that the American carriers are coming and then I have a carrier battle here. I have here 552 aircraft on this carrier division and 217 in this second carrier division. I more or less meet up, so I have now here in total nearly 800, I would say 750 strike aircraft, or at least carrier aircraft. This is not included the float plane. Plus Nagato and Fuso making surface cover. So I guess this is more or less every carrier I can bring together, more or less. Yeah, you can see. So this is the two carrier divisions. There's one escort carrier somewhere I have other mission. All other carriers are on repair or where else, but yeah. I have here 2 fleet carrier, 4, 6, 8, 9 fleet carrier, and 4 escort light carrier. So good. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.